On number 27, we're finding the value of x, and we have that appearing 2 different times in the figure. So we do know that the 3 angles of a triangle have to add up to 180, but I don't have any type of representation for this angle right here. So the first thing I need to know is an expression that I can use for this interior angle. Now I do know that this interior angle together with this exterior angle make a line together. So remember, by definition, those 2 angles are called a linear pair. And by the linear pair theorem, I know they have to be supplementary, which means they have to add up to be 180. So if I know this one's 2x plus 4, I can find this one by subtracting the given one from 180. What you have to be careful about is not to write that as 180 minus 2x plus 4 without the parentheses, because then all you're doing is subtracting the 2x from the 180. So if I use the parentheses around the 2x plus 4 to remind me I'm subtracting that binomial from 180, it reminds me that I will need to distribute that subtraction. So that actually becomes 180 minus 2x minus 4. And that's the expression that I can use for that interior angle. So now I can use the triangle sum theorem to write my equation as x plus 60 plus that 180 minus 2x minus 4 all together has to equal 180 degrees, since the triangle sum theorem means they have to add up to be 180. So now I can clean up this left side of the equation by combining my like terms. So the x and the negative 2x combine to get negative 1x. The constant 60 plus 180 is 240, minus 4 is 236. So plus 236 equals 180. So now I can undo the addition of 236 by subtracting 236 from each side. And so now I have negative 1x equals negative 56. And to solve for x, I would divide both sides by negative 1 to get x equals 56. Now that's one way to solve the equation. There is, however, another way that we could go about solving it as well. We briefly mentioned in class one day that this angle is called an exterior angle, since it is a linear pair to one of my interior angles. We talked about how that exterior angle must equal the sum of the measures of its remote interior angles. So the interior angles that are farthest away from that exterior angle are its remote interior angles, which in this case are the 60 and the x. So this exterior angle, 2x plus 4, must equal the sum of the x and the 60 together. So we could solve this equation, it's called variables on both sides, by subtracting x from both sides. We get x plus 4 equals 60. And then subtracting 4 from both sides gets me the same answer of x is equal to 56. So it might be a good idea to work it one way and check it the other. You get x equals 56 both ways.